What's up, YouTube? It's the Tatted Ball Guy, back with another episode of Mosh Kicks and Comics. We're going to skip the intro today and jump right in. I'm excited for this one. We have another guitar from Firefly, and we have the Firefly LPS. Just like the purple and pink one we have behind me. Now, because I've bought from Firefly in the past, from the Guitar Gardens website, I know what to expect. It comes in just a box, however, it's packed really securely with a dual styrofoam enclosure. So what we have here is the Firefly LPS, just like the one behind me. However, the one behind me is about 4 or 5 years old. This one is new, and I wanted to test the theory. Ooh, baby. I firmly believe that Firefly is improving their guitars as time goes on. Look at this. So, this Firefly is the Firefly Elite. Look at this beautiful guitar. Black and red all the way around. Bat inlays, black and red Firefly logo. Oh no. Well, I see the first QC mess up, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to affect playability at all. The red binding is chipped at the top. If we can see that. Aside from that, this guitar appears to be flawless. The frets, oh, now they're like butter. These are super, super smooth. So the specs for this guitar, it was $189 plus $29 shipping if you're in the continental US. I have my little cheat sheet down there, that's why I keep glancing. So it has a mahogany body and neck, rosewood fretboard, stainless steel ball end frets, nickel strings, which most people are going to replace the strings when they get them, and a bone nut. Black matte finish. And here's my theory about Firefly improving as time goes on. I have the Firefly SG and the Firefly Baritone, and both guitars are just phenomenal, especially for the price. So, this is the Firefly LPS. This is the classic. However, this is the Elite. So, aside from the aesthetic, which I absolutely love, I wanted to test the theory that Firefly is listening to their customers. That Firefly is listening to their customers and they're making improvements based on the suggestions. One thing I do have to say about Firefly is that on Guitar Gardens, the customer service always, at least in my experience, has responded back to me within 12 to 24 hours. So, oh man. Sorry, just distracted by the chip. Well, speaking of their customer service, we're gonna find out just how good it is when I let them know about the chip. Now, I don't want to go through the hassle of sending this guitar back, and if it plays as nicely as I think it's going to, then I'm gonna have no problem keeping it. So we'll see what the customer service is willing to do for sending a brand new guitar that has a little ding in it. Thank you to the magic of YouTube editing, we have an answer to the question about just how good the customer service at Guitar Gardens really is. Now, if you're unaware, GuitarGardens.com is an exclusive dealer on Firefly guitars. So their customer service, as I stated previously, is really great about responding in a timely fashion. So I took a couple of pictures. I sent them an email letting them know the situation, showing them the pictures, of course. And I also let them know that I really do like this guitar and I didn't want to send it back if there was anything that we could do. So without hesitation, they offered a partial refund. They asked me if I would be okay with that percentage back. I agreed, and within a couple of hours of me saying that I agree, the money was already refunded. I got the email saying that the money was refunded. That's the type of customer service I'm looking for when I'm buying a guitar. And especially coming from a budget guitar brand, they will certainly earn my business going forward in the future. Another reason why I wanted to check out this guitar is because I believe the affordable guitar market is starting to change. So Harley Benton, in my opinion, is one of the leading manufacturers of affordable guitar brands. However, as time goes on, they are releasing more and more guitars that are getting in the $300 to $400 range. Now, I have the Harley Benton Explorer with EMGs in it, which is about $450 shipped to the United States, and that's an amazing guitar, but that's $450. This is $189. So Harley Benton is almost going to like a next tier of budget level guitars or affordable guitars. Guitar Max just released a signature guitar, and what you're getting for the price, it's pretty much unmatched. So I don't want to say that Harley Benton is no longer an affordable guitar brand. They most certainly are. However, I think for the sub 200 guitar market, there are two brands right now that really have my eye: Firefly and Leo James. And Leo James just started increasing their prices on their Tempest model, which I have a video for you could check out in my guitar review playlist. Without further ado, let's tune this bad boy up and see what we got. Okay, we're all tuned up. Here comes the second rhythm track. Okay, so here comes the harmony to my second lead track. So just a few more final thoughts, and excuse me if I sound a little more annoying than normal. I am just getting over a cold, or I started to develop a cold since I started recording this video about 48 hours ago. I wanted to wait for a response before I put the video out, so here I am recording lead tracks and finishing up the video, like I said, 48 hours later. So here are just a few final thoughts. Firefly has been making the LPS guitar for a while, and the original one was the Classic, which I have behind me. You can tell the difference right here in the truss rod cover. This says Classic, this one says Elite. So as I said earlier in the beginning of the video, I believe Firefly is making improvements and listening to their customers' feedback with each guitar. So if you're looking to purchase one of these LPS, which I highly recommend, make sure you check the headstock and look at the truss rod cover and make sure it says Elite. The Elite guitars come with the ball and frets, which are nice and smooth. If you are a budget guitar consumer like I am, you know the frets can be something of an issue sometimes. That's usually where you can tell that a budget guitar is a budget guitar, is usually the fretwork. So to have nice, smooth ball end frets, I highly recommend the Elite model. The Classic is good, and this was a workhorse for me for a while when I first started recording, but the Elite is where it's at. If you're looking for an affordable guitar and you like the LP shape, I highly recommend checking out Firefly. Just make sure you look at the headstock and get the Elite version. Well, that about wraps this one up. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Mosh Kicks and Comics. I'll see you next time, and remember, it doesn't matter the genre, good music makes your head nod. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.